going there, like you have to know how to get there to get there. So the bottom line for me, because there are lots of neighbors and many of the neighbors are sex offenders, there are a lot of bad, scary people over there. And that property is so accessible. There are trails that go up and down that lead to all the roads. And yeah, I totally believe that somebody could have gone up there and snatched her. Here's another thing, is 750 feet from their house, up on the hill above, there's a deer blind. Do you know what a deer blind is?
Yeah, I know what a deer blind is.
All right, so there's a campsite up there with a deer blind facing directly to the house. Somebody was up there watching. Folks don't know that. You can hike up there and you can see so you up the hill, like up further on the hill. The house is on a hill that's totally visible, and you go up further, and there's a campsite and a deer blind. Someone made a campsite with a deer blind. A deer blind makes it so for your listeners, they don't know what it is. It makes it so that you can go hunting. It's like branches and twigs and leaves, so that you can peek through, and your prey can't see you.
It was built up. See this here, this right here? Can you see them now? That right there is built up, I'd say about 6 feet high. And right on the other side of this, now this is at a higher elevation than Summer's house. You can see right to her swing.
That's a deer blind. And there's a deer blind 750 feet from the house with a campsite. Someone was up there watching. And if you go up there, it is looking at their entire yard. It's looking down on the world's house. Right? Someone was up there. And if you consider all of the sex offenders, frankly, that live around there, it's really scary and sad.
This is right off of Beach Creek Road, down at the bottom, straight where the shed is.
The house is up there. Straight down here.
And makes a left turn into this hub area right near the creek.
Creek here. I see my boys straight away over there, all three of them all together. And I look over to my left over this way, and I see my neighbors over there. So I hollered several times, screamed in summer. I was the first to reply. Old hunting blind there. Anyway.
Now here's the creek that these kids would play at.
All this out.
Open clearing that runs way up
all the way
toward the house.
Both ways with power lines. Okay. All the way up to that house up there. But anyway, so.
That right there is built up, I'd say about 6 feet high. And right on the other side of this, now this is at a higher elevation than Summer's house. You can see right to her swing. See this here, this right here? Can you see my mouse? That right there is built up, I'd say about 6 feet high. And right on the other side of this, now this is at a higher elevation than Summer's house. You can see right to her swing.
It's like branches and twigs and leaves, so that you can peek through, and your prey can't see you. That's a deer blind. And there's a deer blind 750 feet from the house with a campsite. Someone was up there watching. And if you go up there, it is looking at their entire yard. It's looking down on the world's house. Right? Someone was up there. And if you consider all of the sex offenders, frankly, that live around there, it's really scary and sad.